So I've been thinking about the theme freedom and what it means to me living in the Netherlands, right, in a country with supposedly a lot of freedom, and that is true. At the same time, there's a lot of discrimination against people of color, against women, and so even though the Netherlands is considered a free country, there's still everyday microaggressions that I run into, as well as women run into, or a lot of other people run into. So I'm going to share two pieces with you that for me are very related to freedom. And the first piece has to do with a microaggression that many of you here in the room probably know firsthand. And the piece is called "Where Are You From?" Where are you from? To you, a question so innocent, but to me, a different story. You see, every time someone asks me that question, it confronts me with a world that is not ready yet to embrace diversity, to question stereotypes and to question existing beliefs and race. Where are you from? To you, a question so innocent, but to me, a different story. Every time someone asks me that question, it confronts me with a world that is not ready yet to embrace diversity, to question stereotypes and racist beliefs, to simply live in the 21st century. Let me explain. Where are you from? They ask. I live in Amsterdam, I say, and they respond, no, I mean, where are you really from? Whoa. The Netherlands, I reply, to which they sigh and say, what I meant was, where are your parents from? And there we are, stuck in a place without space to let truth in, wrapped around with chains of thought brought to you by years of ignorance is bliss. And at this point, I'd rather walk away, because I know what they want me to say. It's just that I can't answer a question loaded with a refusal to explore, fired with a shoot-to-kill mentality. You see, we all have skin. But the thing with skin is that it doesn't define who we are. Mine is telling you, I'm Asian. Yours is saying, white. But we are more than just a label that someone once gave us. Our story is a complex combination of twists and turns, more than lists of facts. And the fact is that mine began back then when on a stormy November day high up in the sky, my sister and I were on the way to a new life, a new family. We were adopted, as our parents opted for a different future, and it took a Dutch family to take us in, giving us a break from uncertainty, redirecting our future towards a better living, exchanging parents for parents, going from Confucius to Montessori, a different story of neither here nor there, always in between somewhere where contradictions meet, as if I were a traffic controller standing in the middle of an intersection, guiding misguided beliefs in the right direction. But every once in a while, even traffic lights can't prevent accidents from happening. Some beliefs won't slow down, and yours has been accelerating for the better part of your life, up to the point where one can only hope for minimum collateral damage from the impact of you crashing into me. You see, if you really want to know who I am, you gotta see past my skin, because I am more than the skin I'm in. Behind these tiny eyes is a wide range of experiences that have shaped my identity far beyond my nationality, experiences that will tell you everything you need to know about who I am and who I ain't. And I can tell you right now, I am not who you think I am. I'm not Asian, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Dutch, European. You can't simplify a human being to a product label telling you what they're made of, or a clothing label telling you how to treat the person. You can't wear their identity like a comfortable sweater. And I'm warning you, I don't wear comfortably. You can ask me anything you want, but if you can't accept me for who I am, then damn your questions and damn you. If you can't bring up to listen to the truth, then take a step back and reflect on yourself. If you ask me without the curiosity to explore an answer that doesn't fit your assumptions and conclusions, then I see no reason to reason with you. I am not a goddamn stereotype existing solely to reinforce your skewed, biased, and sometimes racist perceptions of the world. If you ask me, where are you from? Know that I am someone with a different story. A story that needs a kind of mind that is willing to needs a kind of mind that is willing to prove itself wrong. Not open or closed, just willing. Killing existing beliefs, persisting opinions, and deeply rooted stereotypes reinforced by a society that can't tell the difference between Muslims and terrorists. Where white is defined as superior and black pride considered dangerous. Where all Asians are Chinese and seen as asexual nerds. So please know that when you ask me, where are you from? You're not asking me a simple question. You're questioning my existence in your limited world. When you ask me, where are you really from? You're not looking to acknowledge me, you're asking me to acknowledge you. And when you ask me, but where are your parents from? What you're really asking me to do is to give up my identity at the expense of you not having to question yours, because yours is an identity carefully built upon the belief that the world is white, despite the fact that most isn't. Baptized in white privilege, allowing you to live ignorantly in denial, while I and many others like me have to fight every fucking day to get the same acknowledgement for who we are. So are you really sure you want to know who I am? Because I am a confusion of cultures, uniquely me, and it's time for you to see that if you really want to know who I am, then don't ask me where I am from. Just ask me.
So where you're from is where you're going, brother.
This last piece is dedicated to women, and I've been blessed being raised by really powerful women, and I see every day in the work I do, if I just look at my sister and my mother, how women don't really live in freedom in a world that is male-dominated. So this is a poem dedicated to all the powerful women, all the female role models that I've ever been blessed to have met in my life. And it's called, Yes, I Fight Like a Girl. You fight like a girl, he yelled. Pussy? To this day, I don't understand why that's an insult. I won't accept pussy being synonymous for weak, seeing that it takes a pussy to give birth to a real man. How can anyone consider that a weakness? Whenever someone says, you fight like a girl, I smile, all the while thinking of all the women in our history who have shaped our destiny. You see, before Martin Luther King, there was Rosa Parks. She didn't scream, roll up her sleeve, and create a big scene, no. Instead, she fought with silence, with dignity, taking a stand non-violently. So yes, I gladly fight like a girl. Because what people who say you fight like a girl don't understand is that you can't bench press your way out of oppression. You don't arm wrestle discrimination. Self-incrimination isn't fought by putting on boxing gloves. It starts with knowing your self-worth. And our worth isn't defined by what's between our inner thighs. Blatant lies. Our society keeps telling us to put men in charge and women in chains. The truth is, those saying it are probably chicken shit. Afraid of a world they don't know how to navigate without their male privilege, because, let's face it, white men never had to fight for equality. Instead, they fought wars over religion, revenge, oil, or land, but Women have been fighting a lifetime of injustice, rewriting the written and unwritten truths held up by insecure men. Men who are feeling threatened in their masculinity whenever a woman breaks through the man-made glass ceiling. You fight like a girl isn't an insult, rather a compliment. One that sheds light on the resilience it takes to bounce back from every sneak attack first round knockout by men who measure strength by the size of their muscles. You fight like a girl is an apology for centuries of patriarchy, misogyny, sexism, racism, brainwashing, slut-shaming, blaming, discrimination, condescension, disrespect, disregard, and physical abuse. And all the while, Women have refused to use violence as a means to fight being silenced. Instead, they've armed themselves with their voices and refused to be just another background noise on a broken record stuck on repeat, repeating the broken parts of our human history over and over and over again. Their voices, louder than any gunshot. Their voices, loaded with deadly truth, killing assumptions, presumptions, and wrong beliefs about men being strong and women being weak. Whenever someone says, "You fight like a girl," they should meet my sister. My sister, who never missed an opportunity to rise against my childhood bullies, and none of them boys dared to harm me, disarmed by her courage. My sister, who turned courage into a cause when she became a doctor. No applause, no red carpet, no ticker tape parade. My sister, a hero without cape, using knives as weapons to fight, saving lives. Whenever someone says, "You fight like a girl," let them know my mother. A woman who wasn't bothered by how others perceived her and believed in her vision of adopting kids in need. A woman on a mission to feed the hunger for a future of a sister and a brother who otherwise would never be able to fight for their dreams. A woman who, despite her body slowly giving up on her, never, ever gave up on me. The one person who doesn't see my skin first before everything else, who on a worse day still has more spirit than all those who opposed her together. Whenever someone says, "You fight like a girl," I'll tell them about every woman I've ever met who wouldn't let society hold them down, who are rising stronger like never before, transforming the world with their brilliance, who are smashing through glass ceilings and breaking chains, using brains over brawn, taking boys to school, and only fools who refuse to see that centuries of gender injustice has led to women meaning strength of character. And feminism isn't something to be ashamed of, rather a voice to be worn with pride. So let it be known that I am proud to fight like a girl. I'll fight on the right side of history because, while you, fighting like a man, will always mean no to equality. Me, fighting like a girl, will always mean yes.